11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What a fight! I think the winner won it. Juan, the Hispanic causing panic, Lascano.
Thanks to those joining me live and those that will be joining me here on the Archive D Style here. I want to talk about this Claressa Shields winning the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world and making history and all that good stuff. And this may not come to a surprise to a lot of you. It may come to a surprise to a lot of you. I don't really care, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on her win and why I don't think it means much. You could argue it looks good on paper. You could say it looks like look when you look at the piece of paper and it says WBC Heavyweight Champion. Look at how it looks, and I get all that. But what does it really mean? What does it really entail? All right, what's the what does it mean? You know, I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing, but I'm just asking. What does it mean? Okay, she's the heavyweight champ, right? I did a video actually about this was before the Shields fight. By the way, this is not. I want to let's go back a little bit. So I've known this for a while, and I've been saying this for a while that the divisions, especially above 168 pounds, if there is any, like really are not needed and really don't bring anything of value to the sport of boxing for women, right? Um, I've been saying that for a while, and you know people like to get in their feelings about it. Oh, but these big girls, they could only do what they could do, and I'm like, okay, but they could do it at 168 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they can't do it there. It's not like they don't have anywhere to do it. Um, Plenty of these girls that have fought at heavyweight have fought at middleweight before. It's not like they're incapable of doing that, right? Um, so to me, it's like, all right, whatever. But a couple of things that I want to touch on here. And just before we even, you know, even continue here, like, you know what I mean? So Claressa Shields right now is the number one heavyweight in the world, according to BoxRec, right? The number two heavyweight in the world is 3-2 right now. All right, 3-2. And it's a girl that just finished beating a girl with no wins. I mean, the girl ranked number 2 in the world right now. All right, has never fought in anything bigger than a 6-rounder. Like just like longer. Like Desley Robinson, who's actually a pretty good fighter out of Australia. All right, over there in the Brisbane area, beat this girl at middleweight or junior middleweight. I'm sorry, And 2 fights later, after that loss, this is the number 2 ranked heavyweight in the world, guys. What? Number 7 has a 2. You know what? Let me share it. We're going to do the good old shit just so people don't think I'm just making this up, or because I'm talking facts. All right. Y'all can talk whatever you want. I'm just going to talk the facts here. All right. So here it is. You tell me. All right. There it is. Voila. Doesn't matter to me how you see it. I'm just showing you what I see. So Claressa Shields is number 1. Number 2, they don't even know her age, bro. Like the fact that boxing doesn't even know this girl's age. Like she's never been in a professional fight that required her to give her age to commission. I'm not saying it's like a very important note, but it's kind of crazy to me. Numero 2 in the world. She lost to Desi Robinson 2 fights ago, who's pretty good, who's 7-3, and has a decent record thus far. Okay? I thought she won the K. Scott fight. They kind of robbed her out of that one, but she should only have 2 losses, right? And the Lenny Daniels fight was close as well. Speaking of Lenny Daniels, all right, let's look at the light heavyweight division. As bad as heavyweight is, light heavyweight is better. That's not saying much, but she has better competition there. Okay, she had Lenny Daniels, right, from New Zealand, that Shields could fight. The girl that Shields just beat is ranked number 2. Didn't she just defend her heavyweight title? Like this whole thing is just like I don't understand this, bro. Shea Canelli is there, 5-0. I think she's good. I do think she's a good challenge for Claressa, believe it or not. But she can't beat Claressa. But it's a much tougher challenge for Claressa than what she just received. Okay, but that's about it. Like there's this girl, and it's about it. But I'll be honest with you. Speaking of Shea Canelli, who's 5-0, okay, she fought for a vacant belt at light heavyweight after 4 wins, and she fought this girl, Angie Paola Rocha, was 14-4 with 3 draws. Right? She was not rated in this weight class. She was rated at heavyweight. All right. Angie Paola Rocha, if we click on that, is ranked number 6. Ranked number 6 where? At light heavyweight. Unbelievable. She was actually ranked number 4 at heavyweight before this fight, by the way. Just want to put that out there. They've buried this fight, right? The Angie Paola Rocha fight, which Shea Canelli, they buried it. I cannot find it anymore. I found a little small clip on Instagram, a little bit of it, like enough of it where I could it was kind of like highlights of it. I can't find it anymore. Maybe it's still there. I just can't find it. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing what I saw. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. With all that said, all right, with all that said, don't want to go around box rec and whatever, okay? I'm not money quarterbacking. Let me send you an audio that I sent a friend. Actually, This is, you guys could see it, Saturday, right? It's the Calyx on Saturday. And look at what I put. All right. Now look at this. Saturday, 5:23. He's asking me, are you sure? And this is what I said. I'm going to play you what I said. Right? What's up, brother? So, I don't know if it's going to. Well, look at the time. All right? Wow. Like, I mean, however, look at, like, getting plus odds for it, like, in my opinion, is worth it. I'm not saying bet the house on it. I'm just saying like it's worth like a $20 bet. And here's what I'll say. I'm like 80% sure she's gonna knock that girl out. There's that 20% that she might not. This is a step down in competition for Shields. She's moving up in weight, but it doesn't mean anything. Like they're waiting at 175. That girl sucks, bro. A girl that was ranked number 3 or some shit at heavyweight just got knocked out like in the second round, like last week, against some Australian girl who became a world champion at light heavyweight. Like, I mean, there's no other way to put it. That Jimenez girl knocked this girl out, and she hasn't fought anybody remotely close to being as good as Claressa Shields. So she's going to be a sitting duck. Shields going to be landing at will, and there's a good chance the ref might step in and stop it. Like, period. Because she doesn't have the skills to like slip the punches or get hit with something and move out of the way, or like she just doesn't. Like she's going to be getting lit up. Hannah Gabriel's moved up from welterweight and won the heavyweight bout like by a second round knockout. Like, I mean, all I'm saying is that when these girls, anything above 168 is a step down in competition, not up. These girls just flat out suck, bro. Like, there's no other way to put it. If Shields can knock this girl out, I don't even know what to say. So, what's up, brother? That was. I just want to show, because I'm not Monday morning quarterbacking here. I'm not over here like saying this after. Oh, you're just being a hater after the fact. No, like I saw the knockout coming, right? Now, when I'm speaking betting, people are putting money on the line. So you know, I mean, you got to be careful with the language, but you know, 80% shot that she knocks her out when the odds are like almost 4-1 odds. Shit, you take that bet. Hannah Gabriels, who was champion at 147, 154, she moved up and won the light heavyweight and the heavyweight belt. She did it the same way, right? So, like, I look at this and I say, bro, this is not even like the toughest. Like, this is the easiest fight of her career. Like, all of Shields' previous fights were tougher fights than this. Oh, what do you mean? Like, I'm telling you, and if you heard my commentary that I gave to Calyx, right? And I said some of it on the roundtable, but I wanted to show you what I was telling somebody really off record, right? But I'm sharing it. That's me saying it, so it's all good. You know what I mean? Now, granted, want to put this out. Calyx did not take my advice. Calyx doesn't like to make money, okay? Calyx just didn't want to take the easy money. I don't know what to say. I broke it down for him, right? I'm going to show you another friend, another audio I sent another friend, right? I'm sending another audio I sent a friend. And they had asked me, like, do you like this bad or what? And I'm going to tell you what I said. Odds, though. I love the odds. So I'm going to send you what I'm going to bet in a little bit. That girl that Shields is fighting, she's only fought one, like, maybe decent fighter in her entire career, and she got knocked out in that fight. And that was like a while back, and then she retired for a couple of years, came back, and that whole division is just trash. Like, I don't even know why there's a women's heavyweight division. They're horrible. I'm not shitting on women's boxing or nothing. I'm just shitting on those divisions from 168, 175, heavyweight. They suck. Like, those women just there's no other way to put it. That girl's going to be a sitting duck for Shields, and I know Shields is not a big puncher, but this is a step down in competition for Shields. Like, it just is. So is she going to knock her out? I don't know. But I like the odds, though. I love the odds. So I'm going to send you what I'm going to bet. There you go. But this style, you're a Monday morning quarterback. And nope. I talked about this. I was telling people I suggest betting money on it. The odds are great. Good luck ever getting plus odds like that. Now, granted, if this was a fight at middleweight, or something like that, if she rematches Savannah Marshall, or, of course, I'm not gonna bet fucking knockout like for Shields. You know what I mean? But the competition was so low. It was such a step down in skill and competition that it was easy to see that a knockout was likely. It was easy to see because if you know what you're actually looking at, if you look at these women and you actually do a little bit of research, right? You would have seen this coming a mile away. All right? You would have seen it coming. You would have seen it, what was about to happen. I'm telling you right now. The only reason people were not picking Shields to win because they just have this idea that all she does is pity pat, move around the ring. She has zero power. Like, zero power doesn't exist, ladies and gentlemen. That's there are people with little power at a high level and with very low kill percentages and very unlikely to stop anybody. But because when they're fighting the very best, and against fighters that are at the very least somewhat good, right? That know what they're doing, that are competent as boxers. And this girl that Claressa Shields fought was in over her head. This was a mismatch, right? It was a mismatch on paper, even because they had it. She was a 50-1 favorite to win. Like, I mean, I just don't get it, bro. The only thing that they slept on was a KO. And people still didn't bite. People still didn't bite on the KO. So here's the deal. Let me just put it out there right now. This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree. You could disagree. You could do whatever. You could say whatever you want, right? This is my opinion. This accomplishment don't mean shit to me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not like I think people are over exaggerating. They're over exaggerating what she did, right? Um, there's people saying things that, oh, I guess the power is real at heavyweight. It's the same Shield, guys. The other girl just didn't know where the punches were coming from. She just didn't know what to do. That's what it is. So you have it on, but like there's nothing left to do in that division. This literally, I showed you a little bit of who the number one ranked girl is. Like there's literally nothing left to do there. Like there's nothing there. It's a no man's land, no woman's land. Bobby, it would only be the dream team if the dream team were playing high school kids, which they weren't. I'm telling you right now, the competition the dream team had were amazing compared to the competition Shields has at heavyweight. Like I'm telling you right now. And the people are adding 2 divisions for the same division. The WBC doesn't have a light heavyweight division. So when there's any type of unification or anything like that, right? At light heavyweight, the WBC's title could be on the heavyweight title could be on the line. Like, so people are adding 2 divisions to it. Like it's embarrassing. What are we doing? And they say it's undisputed because the WBC is the only sanctioning body. It's the only of the 4 that have a heavyweight title. So, yeah, I guess that makes it undisputed, but look at the competition. What are we doing? Every competent boxer that moves up destroys his heavyweight boxers. That's what Hannah Gabriels did. What are we doing? Remy, shout out to you. This accomplishment was doo-doo. Remy again. Just fat chicks with limited skills. Dang. Thank you, brother. What are we doing, guys? Like, what? I just don't. I don't like fake shit. All right. So just call it what it is. Let's be honest. She won the heavyweight belt. Cool. Congratulations. All right. Cool. There's nothing left to do. Like there's nothing there. Like there's nothing to see at heavyweight. I showed it to you. There's nothing there. Light heavyweight, there's 2 girls that I think would be good wins for Shields, and that's about it. And she's not doing unification with those girls. I don't know what the fuck she's doing in these weight classes, right? And I'll be honest, even 168. What is your 168? Now, granted, 168 compared to these 2 weight classes is way better. We need to, and this would be, what I'm about to say would be better for Shields, but a lot of people, their fucking head is stuck in the sand, bro. All right? They need to merge. They need to unify. They need to condense. They need to, whatever you want to call it. I was calling it consolidate. Whichever one works, okay? Everything from 160 and up. We just don't need that many weight classes. That is essentially the women's heavyweight division. Everything above 160. And if you consolidate all those weight classes, right, into women's heavyweight division, overnight you have a division with over 100 women. Overnight, the top 5 looks decent, at least, right? And overnight, it's not going to be as simple as fighting some novice that doesn't know how to box to become a world champion. It's still not going to be perfect. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be a lot of missing competition, but it's going to be better, right? I mean, I don't know. They're not going to do it, but I'm just saying it's what they should do. How could somebody watch that? And let me tell you where I'm coming from, right? Be honest. If one of the men moved up, right, several weight classes, and fought somebody for a belt, like a WBC belt, and you saw that the guy had that level of skill, you know what people would be doing. You know what people would be saying, all right? This is an embarrassment. How the hell was the guy even a champion, etc. Now I get it. I know the counter to that. Well, these this is what they got over there. Like that's all the women have. Like they don't have any more fighters there. I get all that, but that's why we need to be honest. We still got to be honest, though. We still got to tell the truth. We still got to be honest here. We cannot just pretend like she just beat a great fighter. Like, what are we doing? Shields won by knockout because the girl's not that good. In fact, that's why Hannah Gabriel's won her heavyweight belt because the girl she fought wasn't that good. Simple as that. That girl that she just beat. But let me tell you something. This girl, Vanessa, I don't think she could beat Maricela Cornejo. I don't think she could beat Savannah Marshall. I don't think she could beat a lot of these girls, bro. Okay? Marie DeCarre, I believe, could beat that girl. Like, I'm telling Habazin, I believe, could beat that girl. But she's so big. She's a heavyweight. Ladies and gentlemen. No. I don't think so. I'm just telling you right now. Christina Hammer could beat that girl. Okay? Hannah Rankin might have a shot against that girl, quite frankly. I'm letting you know. Hannah Gabriels definitely beats that girl. Cruz Nazern beats that girl. All right? So like, I'm just telling you, it's a step down in competition. That's why the knockout was like right there. You could see it. It was like you know what I mean? You could see it coming a mile away. What's the difference between what she just did and what Hannah Gabriels did? What's the difference, guys? Same thing. Let's go to Hannah Gabriel's box check right now for those that don't want to believe me. All right? No, these styles not telling the truth. All right? So I share this right now. Let me share this. Hannah Gabriels from Costa Rica. All right? Hannah Gabriels, as you could see right there, beat a girl to 11-9 for the WBA light heavyweight world title, for the WBC world heavyweight title. And she won that in the second round. I'll tell you the difference between both situations, okay? The difference was that Hannah Gabriels didn't have a bunch of people hyping it up on social media, all right? Hannah Gabriels didn't have a group of fans that are hell-bent on trying to give her credit for doing something that she didn't really do, right? Now, let's explain, because I know Bruce is asking. It's a fair question, and a lot of people are confused about why is the WBA light heavyweight and the WBC heavyweight belts on the line for these two fights? It's two different weight classes, and so let me just put it this way, okay? The WBC does not have a light heavyweight division. They have a super middle, and then it's heavyweight. So that's really what it is. So essentially, if you think about it, that just means that the WBC heavyweight title, it's not a heavyweight belt. At least with the men's, doesn't have like a scale you have to meet. So it could just be anything. If you wait, you could weigh in at 168 and fight for the heavyweight belt. I mean, it is whatever. But the light heavyweight, obviously, the limit is 175, right? So as long as both women weigh 175 or lower, then you could fight for both belts, right? And it's causing this whole confusion. Like people think like Shields is, they think she just did what Roy Jones did. Like, and it's that's not what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying that's not what it is. She didn't do that. So at the end of the day, I'm just showing you what's been done, right? Anna Gabriels, this is what she did. Anna Gabriels, by second round TKO, did it. Okay? In fact, let's see if I can find a fight. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can find this fight. I think I know where to find it. So, I know Lenio Boxing posted it. So, hopefully it doesn't take me too long to find it. What can I find? Stamp fight. I apologize for the wait. God damn, bro. So for this, show you the first fight. I'm going to share these fights. Hopefully I don't get copyright or something, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Fair use. Fair use. You know what I mean? That's that girl that Shields is beat, by the way, getting beat up. You know what I mean? In round 3, by the way. And these girls weighed in like 231, 236. Those two girls have fought. Jimenez went all the way down to 160. So obviously, it's not like they were supreme athletes fighting at 230. This is Anthony Joshua at 230, guys. Okay. So that's the girl that Shields is getting beat up right now. Okay. And against Shields, she went in 175. She was gone for a couple of years after this loss, by the way. You know what I mean? This is the right here. We're watching it right now. This is the Hannah Gabriels fight at heavyweight. Hannah Gabriels started at 147. And here she is, punishing a heavyweight. Look, hands down, showboating, sitting target, beating her at will, leaving the ref no choice but to step in. What is this? This is for the heavyweight championship of the world. Look at this. Boom. Look at this. She's just dominant. Look at that. Hands down. Look, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, I just don't. The WBC, just because they because they want to call it the heavyweight belt, because it does. Like, look, that Shields fight was just for the light heavyweight belt. Like, nobody would care, bro. They would just say, "Oh, Shields gonna get another belt in another division." But since one of them said heavyweight, like, so that's why the WBC has a heavyweight division, because it's gonna bring more eyeballs to people, right? It's like more eye catching. Shields is the heavyweight champion of the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. But and there was a debate: is Shields a 4-division champion or 5-division champion? Right? Like, nobody's like wrong. You could say 5 technically because a heavyweight belt was on the line. But those that say 4 are not wrong either, because the belt acted as a de facto light heavyweight belt. What are we doing? Like what? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody, by the way, that tuned in. I appreciate everybody. You know what I mean? Um, and I don't care what anybody says. That Marshall fight was close. That's a fight they could run back, and the fact that they haven't ran it back yet, when neither girl has anybody else to fight, to be honest. Like Cruz Zern was there for Marshall, but then Marshall like, easily won that fight. So now it's like, okay, so what do we do now, right? Green is there, but then Green lost to the Zern. So maybe if Green could get a get back on the Zern or get in a winning streak, maybe she opens up. But I'll tell you right now, Green is way better than that girl Shields' fought. I mean, it's night and day, to be honest with you. Like it's Green could go to heavyweight and knock that girl out too. Like, I mean, it doesn't mean anything. So it's whatever. Anyways, the accomplishment isn't that big of a deal for me. Some people are acting like I saw some people like and look, I know like Al Bernstein was like exaggerating what she did. I'm sorry, bro. Let me give you an example, and I don't mean this at all in a disrespectful way or nothing. I'm not even going to mention the person's name because people are going to say, "Ooh," I'm not talking shit, but it's what they said. And I saw somebody do a video, and they said, "This weekend, Shields is fighting, and she's doing it for the heavyweight championship, but you wouldn't know this because fans are not appreciative of what she's doing. She's the most dominant fighter in the sport. Only Crawford compares to her," he said, and this is impressive what she's doing. She's going all the way from middleweight all the way to heavyweight. If one of the middleweight men were doing this, we would hear nonstop coverage about how great it is, how they're chasing greatness. See, when you start to do that, you lose me. When he tried to compare it to the men and say, "Oh, if a man was man," no, if a man was doing what Shield just did, okay, everybody would be calling for an investigation and wondering why the fuck he just fought somebody that sucks like that. It's what we would be doing, okay? So cut the crap. All right. What could she do? Look, I showed you guys two girls, one from New Zealand, one from Australia that she could fight that are respectable. Well, so respectable wins. And then you got some girls that made a weight that she could fight that she's gonna be favored in all these fights, but that they're better wins for her than this heavyweight belt. That's all I'm saying. But people don't care, right? Oh no, she became heavyweight champion. You don't understand. If it's so easy, why hasn't anybody ever done it? I just showed you, like Savannah Marshall did it. I'm sorry, Hannah Gabriels did it. What do you mean? You know what I mean? It has been done. If a welterweight could do it, then yes, Claressa Shields should be able to do it. And it was predictable. That's why she was a 50 to 1 favorite. It was predictable. That's what D-style boxing told anybody that would listen. Take the money and run. She's going to knock this girl out. And you saw the text. I even told Kelly she's going to look like Mike Tyson in there. So it is what it is. With that said, just do your research. Look up these girls. Look up their fights. You know, and that's about it. I'm out. Peace.